man, put your all into everything you do. You'll never cross that finish fulfillment line if you don't put your whole heart in whatever it is you're doing. That's where people make the mark. My nephew and I were talking. He's always been a big Tom Brady fan. We were sitting in my office, and he said, Keith, why is Tom Brady now known as the GOAT? G.O.A.T, greatest of all time.
Oh, GOAT.
Yes.
Greatest of all time.
Have you ever seen a picture of him just in shorts? Tom Brady doesn't look like he has any muscles, gangly looking, like he could hardly run. How did he become the greatest of all time? And I said, it was his passion. He gave everything. If you read any reports on Tom Brady or interviews that were done with his teammates, what do they say? And he went, well, he's usually the first in the weight room, and he's usually the last to leave. He's usually the first one at the field house in the morning, and he's usually the last one that leaves. I said, what does that tell you? And he said he loves what he does. I said, if there's any lesson that we can share with you, I told my nephew, don't do something you're not passionate to do. Don't put time into something that you don't like doing. You will never excel at it. If you do what you like doing, it becomes what you like doing. You smile more. When you do what you like doing, other people are interested in doing what you're doing because really in their heart, they want to do what makes them happy. So if you're doing what makes you happy, they'll come to you saying, how did you find what makes you this happy? Listen, I've always loved boats, or I've always loved football, or I've always loved music.
Or graphics, or any of those
Yes.
things that you have learned and done and experienced in your life. And as you always say, you gave it all you got, left no stone unturned. Every ounce of energy and effort and mind power you had, you put it in there. And what that says to me that is so powerful is you'll never look back and have regrets.
That's correct.
Because once you do something, you can't go back and redo it.
That's right.
So when you walk away, you want to walk away with clean hands, a clean heart, joy, and no looking back and saying, if I had a, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
We want to avoid that. And that's your testimony, which I would call a Revelation 12:11 testimony, where the strongholds in the lives of people is broken by the blood of the Lamb,
That's right.
the power of our testimony, and loving not our lives into the death.
That's right.
I'm excited about people learning these elements of where you come from, where you've been, to help people understand we all have a story, and it matters.
And that God loves everybody equally. The love and the passion he put into creating each one of us cannot be fathomed by the human mind. His passion and his love for each person is immense. When he designed each person, he designed us, or wired each of us, for something different. That's why you should never look at somebody else and what they're doing just because they're getting praise and applause.
Yeah.
Be careful. Now, it's okay to look at what other people are doing that are good at it, to be inspired, to fulfill what God's called and wired you to do. And how do we find out what that is? We will like doing what God's called us to do, because God knows that when we are enjoying what we're doing, he knows we'll reach other people. And at that point is where we tell them how much God loves them, like he does us. And if he did it for me, he can do it for you.
Excellent.